Hi, I'm Roger Sitkins, Chairman and founder of Sitkins International. I live here in Fort Myers, Florida. My wife Stephanie and myself have been married 31 years now. We have two great children, Patrick, who's part of our company, and my daughter Dana. My background is that of an independent insurance agent originally out of Wyandotte, Michigan. I started with my parents' insurance agency, Sitkins Insurance Agency, again in Wyandotte, Michigan, right out of college, primarily to help out because my father had become a quadriplegic. They had started the agency together. He was a life insurance agent and she was the property and casualty agent. They worked together. He unfortunately became a quadriplegic my senior year in high school. So after going off to college and playing football, I came back, joined the agency, and really fell in love with the business. I had the fortunate situation or circumstance of meeting a guy by the name of Gary Holgate, who was the first ever independent insurance agency consultant. And I hired Gary to work with my agency. We implemented at an extremely high level, and then one day he asked me, would you have an interest in doing some of this? You'd learn more, you'd make some money, but more importantly for me, it was an opportunity to go out and learn more about how I could operate my own company better by visiting others. Found that I had a real passion for that. I really loved doing it, and decided that I would take a leap of faith and try to become a full-time agency consultant. And I knew I had to make a separation from my agency to do that, and I also wanted to live in Southwest Florida. So my wife and I moved to Southwest Florida. I started doing the consulting on a full-time basis. Had some people running my agency back in Michigan for me. It was, as you can imagine, very, very well run. The operations were very smooth. And that was my safety net, though. If the consulting didn't work out, I could always go back. Well, fortunately, I was very blessed that it did work out. It's worked out tremendously. And I sold the agency after a few years of living in Florida. So full-time since 1980, this is what I've been doing. Well, number one, I'm the original creator of the vertical growth experience. I took all those experiences I've had for roughly 20 years and had put together the concepts of vertical growth and the strategies behind it, as we call the 10 great plays, and what really had to happen in a company to achieve very, very high level growth. And the things that I would hope people would have and clear, powerful thoughts about me is that, number one, I am the creator of it. Number two, driving innovation on a regular basis and really challenging people to be way better than they think they can be. The best part about being a vertical growth advisor is to see the growth that people experience, both personally and corporately, and to be close with them, to have them as friends and people that we see really change their lives, change their business, and change their personal life. I really enjoy golf, boating, and fishing, and I do that with my wife and my family and close friends. My personal goals going forward are pretty simple. Number one, to continue innovating, to continue creating and improving what we do on a regular basis. And secondly is to continue to perpetuate the company. It can't just be about me anymore, and it hasn't been for several years. It used to be just Roger and his staff, and now it's the team of advisors we have here being led by Larry Linney and Patrick Sitkins. So my goal is to continue the innovation and continue the perpetuation of the firm so that our clients have always got people that can advise them. That's an interesting question. If I weren't doing this, what would I be doing? One time, Patrick was in the middle of a college project, and they were asking people, and they'd had discussions with other guys in the baseball team when he played in college, and he said to me, he said, "Dad, if money were not an issue, what would you do?" And I'd say, "I'd do exactly what I'm doing right now." Now, as far as if I weren't doing this now, if I couldn't do this anymore, I'd probably be spending a lot more time volunteering and helping others. We really believe in the concept of a pebble in a pond. You don't know how far those ripples can go when you help others, and my goal is to move beyond just being a pebble in a pond to be a rock and a boulder. And there are various philanthropic things that we're involved with at Sitkins that I believe in greatly, such as our projects in Nicaragua, Convoy of Hope, the Bethel School, etc. And I'd want to continue doing more of that, so as my time gets freed up more, I'll be doing more and more volunteering, giving back at higher levels. The results our clients get, to see them continue to get great results and have people call you or email you or come up to you live in a session and say, "Hey, I just want to tell you what, you've changed our life. We have a better life because of what you do." That keeps me going.